variables. So I have big F of x is little f of x, and big G of x is big F of x squared. And we know some things about the value of small f and small f prime at different numbers. And we are asked, what is f, big F prime of 9? So to find that, I need to find what is big F prime of x. And that's going to be about doing chain rule. So I'm going to take the derivative of the outer function, which will be little f, and leave the inside function alone. So when I do that, what I'll have is little f prime of f of x. And then when I keep moving my way in, I'm going to take the derivative of this inner part, which will be f prime of x. So that's what the derivative of big F would look like. It would be little f prime of little f of x times f prime of x. Since there's so many f's, it doesn't hurt anything to change the letter, so I could call this big A of x is equal to f of x, and then just make this be big A prime of 9, and that might make it a little bit easier. So what I would do, A of x is equal to f of w, where w is equal to little f of x. And then the way it works is it doesn't matter what the inside part is. Take the derivative of the outside part, leave the inside part alone, and then multiply by the derivative of the inside part, right? That's just how chain rule works. Then what I would have is, and I realize f prime of f of x times f prime of x. So this would be the derivative of f of x. You'd write it. And 9 for x. You get f prime of f of 9 times f prime of 9. And now I have the information about what those values are. I know what f of 9 is. F of 9 is 4. I can go ahead and take that information and plug it in, and I get a prime of 9 is equal to f prime of 4 times f prime of 9. And then I know what f prime of 4 is, 12. And I know what f prime of 9 is, it's 11. So I just plug those numbers in where they go. And I would get a prime of 9 is equal to 12 times 11. I mean, you'd simplify it if you wanted to, but that's the process. So now we're going to be asked also, what is g prime of 9 here? And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take g prime of x and see what that's equal to. So I'm going to again do the substitution with big A of x because I don't like that big F and that little f together. So that g of x is equal to w squared, where w is equal to a of x. I'll get that the derivative is 2 times w times w prime, because I have to do the derivative of w squared, which is 2w, times the derivative of the inside, which is w squared, w prime. This is how I personally do chain rule. So you could do it a different way if you just wanted to say, let g of x be equal to a of x quantity squared, and then say g prime of x is equal to 2 times a of x, because you're taking the derivative of this outside part, don't touch the in, times the derivative of the inside part, which is a prime of x. So I end up with 2 times a of x times a prime of x, and we said that a of x equal to f of x. So actually it's given, right? So then we're going to plug that in. G prime of 9 is equal to 2 times big A of 9 times a prime of 9, and then a of 9 will be f of 9. Well, I'm going to make a prime of 9 we actually already figured out. So that we're going to have to carry that information forward. That a prime of 9 is equal to 12 times 11. Then we're going to go to g prime of 9, and then now we're just going to start plugging in. This is 2 times f of 9 is 4, so 2 times f4 times 12 times 11, and g prime of 9 is equal to 2 times f4 is 2, so 2 times 2 times 12 times. And I just always leave it unsimplified. I mean, you'll probably simplify this, but this is good enough.
Gotcha.